Hey, welcome everybody to GT Champions World Cup Finals Championship round. I'm so excited. We have some seriously close battles on this last race for the points to get onto the podium. It is gonna be pretty great. We are round 10, like I said, the final round in the Nissan GTR, the new one, the 2018. Well, new for the game. Obviously, it's 5 years old, but Group 3 cars at Suzuka. I'm so excited for this. Like I said, it is the final round. And actually, what we'll bring up really quick is these are the standings currently heading into this round. HPR 82. If you were around last week, we gave him the big congratulations. He locked up the championship last weekend. He didn't even have to be here, but he is. He's out on track practicing right now, and he has won the Division 3 championship, so that's pretty awesome. But as you can see, second, third, fourth, fifth places are all separated by only 5 points. Budsy is not going to be here today, and Leo has a drive-through penalty to serve from last weekend, so really it comes down to Venom and Carbon Boy battling it out for the last 2 spots. And assuming that they make it through the race, they should end up on the podium. The trick is, can Carbon Boy stay ahead of Venom where they finish on track, or is someone going to get the fastest lap? Who knows? We're going to see what happens. It's going to be really exciting. I'm really excited to have this showdown happen. But here we are in the final round, the final weekend for all of the divisions to race. And we couldn't make any of this happen without our sponsor, Metropolis, who has generously donated the funds to get this going and to have this season. So make sure let everybody know, metropolis.com. Make sure that you check them out at the very least. And you may know somebody that works in that type of industry, in the telecommunications industry, and let's help them out. They've helped us so much, so let's make sure we help them out. Of course, we also have HiPre, who is helping us with all of our graphics. HiPre.com.mx. Go check them out. They can help you with serious graphics. They can help you out with even in your business stuff. He likes to focus more on the racing things, but hey, a buck's a buck, that's how it goes. But you can also have your team website designed by HiPre hosted here at GT Champions, right? So check that out. Let us know how things go. Also, of course, Detailing Group, who has been here from the very beginning of GT Champions. DetailingGroup.com. Check them out. We also have Pride at the Dragon, which is Tatiana, who does our broadcasting of Division 1 this season. RWB Racing, of course, my team, where I belong. So we're all here. It's gonna be loads of fun. Coming up this week, too, keep in mind that coming up this week, we're going to have the Gentleman's GP Challenge put on by RWB, hosted by J-Rod. That's our RWB team captain. He's been doing this for 2.5 years that this series has been running. Fully tuned series, but hey, you can show up early and you can actually get the tunes and practice. It's a lot of fun. So go check it out. It's on Tuesday nights. The first race starts at the qualifiers start at 9:15 p.m. Eastern, but the lobby opens an hour and 15 minutes before that, so you can practice and get used to stuff. We also have Midweek Madness will be coming up next Thursday. We'll talk more about that later. Basically, it's going to be four-door hatchbacks from various various manufacturers racing on track together in racing soft tires and the sport tires, not the slick tires. So it'll be a lot of fun. More to come from that. But let's go check out what's really going on here. Let's pull up. We've got a bunch of the drivers in here. We only have 8. There's supposed to be 9. So I think somebody is missing. Hopefully they get here soon. And that's going to make it really difficult for the drivers, especially for Venom. If he wants to beat out Carbon Boy, he needs to gain 4 points on him. In other words, earn 4 more points than Carbon Boy earns. And with only 8 drivers, it's going to be really difficult. So we'll see how that goes. But But yeah, let's go. Let's see. Let's see if HPR's not on the track. I was gonna try to show off HPR's stuff and things. But in any case, let's get some audio from the track. Ooh, race cars. Gotta love those race cars. All right. The starting grid. Here we go. So RWB Green will be starting up front with Leo right beside him. Then Carbon Boy and Venom on row 2. Tubes and Toolshed on row 3. Speed Freak and LJ on row 4. And HPR is last. I think Speed Freak may not be here, and I think that is the one person I'm seeing that's missing. Yes. So Speed Freak did not respond. We weren't sure if he was going to make it or not. Ignore the Buck Wild thing there at the bottom. It's just a issue with my stuff showing up where it's not supposed to. I don't even know how to describe what that is. But in any case, let's see. What do we want to do? They're going to be starting pretty soon. Let's go ahead and get some of the practice laps out on track right now, just to see. Now remember, oh, you know what? Yes, let's go over this for a second. So, just a reminder, we're at Suzuka. They have to run the soft tires and they have to run the medium tires. The pit window is 10 minutes before the first hour is over and 10 minutes after the first hour is over. So 20-minute pit window. And we'll have this up. You'll see this here at the bottom of your screen where it says pit lane close. We'll get that switched over when the pit lane opens so that you understand when that's happening. We got the timer running up at the top of the screen there to also help out. And we'll just see a couple of cars here. I think they're about ready to start this race. And then we're stick around for afterwards because we're going to have an interview with some of the drivers so you can see things. I see Toolshed's here. Oh, hey, what's up, Tim? Bipolar. Just, what's up, man? I forgot we were broadcasting this one on Facebook, so I'm glad you guys jumped in there. So, yeah, and then Division 1 is on YouTube also, so you can watch both at the same time, right? Keep track of what's going on over there. Let's see, there's one of my RWB drivers. J-Rod made the livery, and then Green just threw a little green mix in there. Ooh, that looks good stuff. That's good stuff. So last week's race, I can just bring this up really quick. This was how last week's race finished. Ignore that part that says Suzuka at the top. Venom gets his first win of the season, and by a significant margin last weekend at Grand Valley. HPR came in second. He got involved in an incident early on, but clawed his way back. LJ got involved in an incident, clawed his way back. So, yeah, it was a pretty great race. That is for sure. Let's see. There's Toolshed. Oh, so Toolshed's driving his car on track and listening to me talk. That won't get confusing at all. So, as he leaves the track, all right, we can do that. So, anywho, I guess we're ready on our end whenever the boss man is ready to start his race. Let me actually message him. There we go. 2 hours to listen to the sultry sound of my voice, or, you know, whatever. I gotta tell you, my wife and I just watched a movie, a Netflix movie tonight, called Missing. And it was absolutely nothing like what I thought it was. There's so many like twists and turns in there, but it was probably one of the most unique movies that I have watched. It's brand new on Netflix. And it was like, oh, it's so hard to explain it. Everything was done like from the view of social media and phone calls and FaceTime and things like that. And my wife and I both at the beginning were like, oh, this is not going to be good. If we have to watch this whole movie like this, we're going to shut it off. But like just about the time we were thinking that, everything changes, and you're like, wait, what? And it sucked us right in. We were done for it. We were like, neither one of us even paused it to go to the bathroom or anything. So it was a good movie. If you want to watch a good movie, go watch Missing on Netflix. It's pretty good. This promotional material not brought to you by Netflix. Although we'd love to. Netflix, if you're listening, let us know. We can always use some good sponsors. All right. Yeah, so the cars next week for Midweek Madness is going to be the Ford Focus RS 2018, the Civic Type R 2020, the WRX STI Type S from 2014, and the Lancer Evo 2015. So those are the 4 cars. They all have similar horsepower and stuff. Only one of them is a front wheel drive. Oh, there's our champion right there. He is driving in the Metropolis.com car. You can. Oh, looks like we're about to start. Here we go. All right. All right. We're gonna start in P5, and we're gonna watch from P5 just to see if we get any red flag worthy items. Hopefully this time the drivers will know not to red flag themselves. Hopefully they remembered that part. So here we go, and it's green. Everybody gets away okay, except for Carbon Boy gets a really slow start. And but it's a long race. You could be right there. Ooh, he's just off the track in the dirt. Hang in there. There we go. So far, so good. Looking pretty good so far. All right, so green takes off in front with Leo and Venom falling right in behind. There is Tubes, Toolshed, LJ, HPR, the champion, and Carbon Boy at the back of the field. All right, so let's try to let's spend the next 2 hours together, people, and we're gonna watch some racing. I don't see Leo getting overtaken. Everyone's gonna just try to get the tires warmed up for the first couple of laps. I'll be honest, I totally forgot what starting order these people started in, but I know that Carbon Boy was not starting where everyone else was. Let me just check something really quick. All right, so there's only a couple of drivers. We definitely have about half the fields on one compound, half is on another. Carbon Boy and HPR mixing it up a little bit there. Okay. We have so many minutes left. So they can fight all they want. I don't think we're going to run into anything. Carbon Boy deep on the brakes. Goes a little too wide. And HPR is going to pull that spot in. And there he goes by. And Carbon Boy, oh, he's just getting stuck in the ground. Oh, this is not what he needs. All the way to the back of the field he goes. Oh, it actually... Yeah, and then it looks like... Did something happen to, what happened to LJ? Oh, he's got damage on the car. Let's go back and see if we can figure out what that damage was. He has no damage here. Oh, he just went off the track and he tapped the wall. So self-inflicted damage for LJ. Not great. So he'll be pitting right now. Carbon Boy is way in the back. Got to get his stuff together. This is great news for Venom, who's running in third, because Venom needs to beat Carbon Boy by 4 places, and on the track now, he's done that. And that could give him, as it stands right now, that would, of course, this race is, we're what, 2 minutes in? We still have an hour and 57 minutes left, but if he can keep Carbon Boy 3 or 4 points behind him, places behind him, or if he can finish on the podium, right, then it's only 3 places, he could take the second place from him. So that will be very interesting to see how that plays out. All right, so Tubes in 4th, Toolshed not far behind, just right there in 5th. HPR has moved up into 6th. And let's see, where is Carbon Boy? There he is. Yeah, Carbon Boy, not a great first lap for Carbon Boy, so we'll see if he can recover from that one. I think basically Carbon Boy, Leo, and Venom are fighting for those last 2 spots on the podium. Currently, Carbon Boy sits 2nd. Let's see, and Leo, which is sitting in 2nd right now on the track, is sitting in 3rd place on the podium. Venom is in 4th, but he's only 2 points off the podium from Leo. So we'll see what happens. Anything can happen. Mad Max at... Hey, Craig Cook, long time, buddy. All right, gonna finish up lap 2 as Green comes around through the final chicane. He's got company though. Leo is not far behind, and then there is Venom, and who else we got? Toolshed, HPR. What happened to HPR? Let's go back and take a look at that. See if we can catch it. He was just late on the brakes. Maybe. Yep, he just was late on the brakes and missed that one. But something happened there. Who was that? Was that LJ? Oh, yeah, LJ got off. Oh, yeah, LJ just got himself all messed. Oh, and he's got damage to the car. He's going to have to go in and pit. Oh, LJ's having the worst race right now, and he's only into the 3rd lap. And Tubes is in the pit. Did Tubes have damage? Or was that Tubes that spun? I don't know what happened there, but Tubes had damage too. All right, well, that is going to change a few things around the lower half of the field, because we do have 2 guys that are battling. LJ should be able to get all the way up to P5 in the championship just by completing this race. So it'll be close. Toolshed is several points behind him. Okay, so Venom catching up to Leo now. There he is. But look who's right there too. Toolshed. Toolshed's in the mix now. Toolshed says, I could be here. I can come play with you guys. So now we have 3 cars battling for that 2nd place right now. Venom is all over the back of Leo's car. Let's go in the car if we can. So there he goes. Bye. So Venom up into P2. That's a great place to be. This is such a fast corner. It's like just a lift to keep it on the track. You don't want to go off the track. Green's already 4 seconds up the road from these drivers. Coming around from lap 3 is Venom. Comes across the line at P2 with Toolshed in. But Leo into the pits. Why is he in the pits? Is he doing that? He's got no damage that I could see on the car. Let's see what happens here. I'm going to try to figure out. I'll mark the time and we'll try to go back. Hopefully I didn't miss it. Oh, he got something fixed on his car. Let's go back and see just what happened. Oh, I can't go back far enough. Doggone it. I should have marked it sooner. So something happened to Leo. This is fantastic news for Venom. Now, Venom's 2 people he's fighting for the podium positions are both several behind. Oh, I know. That's right. Leo had the drive-through penalty. I forgot about that. So that's been served. So he had to do it within the first 5 laps. So Venom now, let's see. Where is Carbon Boy is 16 seconds from the leader. Venom is 4. So 12 seconds. Carbon Boy is from the leader. Or from Venom right now, and so that's good news for Venom. Leo served a drive-through and is significantly back too. So this is all good stuff for Venom to get into the podium spaces. So, we'll see how this works out for him. I love the guy, right? He's my boy. We're on the same team. World Cup is designed by him and his brother, so yeah, they're doing really good. But who else is doing really good? Green. All the way up front, all that clean air. All he has to do is just hit all of his marks and not mess up. Venom's got some nice clean air in front of him. Toolshed's even got decently clear track in front of him. So he should be able to just stick around and try to get that. Toolshed's currently running 9th in the points. The person just above him in 8th with Speed Freak is not here. So by that would move Toolshed up into 8th. It could even do better. Yeah, we're going to have to see 64, 74. I'm just looking at something here. Yeah, he could actually... that's really close. I don't think he can get to 6th place in the standings, but he can definitely show us all what it's like to be an OGR driver. These guys, pretty stellar group of guys. And here we go. The points champion, the D3 champion for this season, currently running in 4th place, just making his way through, just sticking it out on the track. Carbon Boy in 5th, and everyone else now is spaced out. It is now man versus machine. You know, some people think, oh, it's really boring when all the cars are spaced out and there's no battles happening. Oh, there's a battle happening. These guys are battling the car, the track, themselves. And now it's who can make the least amount of mistakes. Now, we could keep an eye on this, which is a great battle to keep an eye on, is for P2. Venom and Toolshed. I will say this. No, I won't. I was going to talk about something about the 2 cars. But I'm not going to. I'll just let your mind wander. Especially since I know Toolshed's listening to this broadcast. I'm not going to give away any more stuff. But I will say I get to look at the fuel, the tire wear, all the telemetry, and I get to see what's going on with these guys. But this is it here. This is going to be a great battle. And Venom just needs to let Toolshed stay behind him. Toolshed on the purple lap right now. Green holds that bonus point. We'll wait for all the drivers to cycle through the pit stops to get the right tire to beat that. But there he goes. All right, and they can see Green up ahead. I mean, look, from inside the car, there's Green up there from Venom's point of view. So Venom just has to hit his marks. I'm pretty sure that Green and Venom have similar pace. If I had to say who has the best pace, I'd have to say Venom probably has the better pace than if I say better, it isn't by much. It might be a 10th or 2 on the lap at the most. The trick is consistency, right? They need to get consistency. Oh, that looks so good going through the S's. Did such a good job getting through there. It's a good looking livery. I like it. I like the colors. All right, let's check back. HPR in the Metropolis livery. Metropolis.com, our primary sponsor. There is Carbon Boy running a Golf style livery. I like that. Well, I shouldn't say it's Golf style. It's a Golf style, Golf inspired. I just don't see Golf anywhere on there. I don't know. Did Golf ever? They may have. I don't know that I've seen a Golf in GTR before. So I kind of dig it, and I love the colors. There is Leo. The drive-thru has been served. He's off and running. Currently, about 26 seconds from the leader, which is about, let's see, in Green's minus 5 seconds. So he's about 21 seconds behind Venom. So he's got a lot of work to do to get caught up. There's LJ. LJ had that unfortunate spin and had to get his car repaired. Ooh, oh, these 3 are all still close enough. There's Icer Tubes. Wait a minute. Yeah, there's LJ, and then Icer Tubes is coming into, I forget the name of this corner. Why don't I ever do that? Why don't I ever get the why don't I ever get the turns figured out before I do a broadcast? I don't know. Maybe because I'm watching movies like right up till like the 5 minutes before the race. Oh man. Thanks, Craig. I'm glad. Just noticed your comment there. Sorry, I've been staring at the screen watching the race. Yeah, the graphics always look great. Pixteca is flipping phenomenal at making all of our stuff look good. So you should check him out, Craig. I think you've actually probably talked to him already, if memory serves. Look at that. HPR leading the championship. I already got his address. I already know where to mail his award. We sorted that out last weekend. So, but look at this. This is RWB's Green up front, having just a fun race right now. it's always fun to be at the front of the field, right? You get to pick your line. You don't have to worry about following people. But, you know, as it's been said before, there's no carrot or rabbit or, you know, anything at the end of your stick. So you just kind of have to know that you're meeting your pace. And look at that. 0.3 up he's going. So he's doing pretty good. Tell you what, let's do last time I did this, he messed up. So hopefully Green's not listening. But let's go on board inside his car. Let's do a lap at Suzuka. Looks like everyone's still paced out pretty good. I'll keep an eye on those blue arrows up there. There it goes. Fastest lap for Green. That's a bonus point. Well, assuming it sticks, which my guess is, you know, they'll get faster as the cars get lighter. Into turn one. This is the double right-hander. Is always feels so good when you get it right. But this section right here, I like to call it the rhythm section. Just getting through these S's nice and smooth is just so satisfying. It's so gratifying at the same time. Just getting all the apexes, getting the turns right. This one is always the rough one for me. Coming out wide, getting all the way back over in time to hit the left-hander, and then on the gas without touching any of the dirt. And then on the gas full speed, and then there's just going to be a lift and a brake right about the 50 board and turn across the curbs. There he goes. Then hard down, all the way down, turn in over the curbs again, and flat out. And then coming up here is going to be the hairpin. And this one is going to be, all the way down into first gear to slow the car down, or second. Don't get on the gas too early or the car will split out. And then it's full speed, full throttle, all the way around. Just long sweeping right-hander, which is not great for the tires. Then cut across, get all the way over by the curbs, and then brake around 75 meters. There you go. Keep it together. There he goes. Ooh, little missed on the apex there. But there he goes. And then it's flat out. And this is where he heads down into the final turn. There's a name for it that I don't have with me. Sorry. I think it's not the Dunlop, I don't think. But it's just going to be a little lift and then just whip the car right about the 50 board and just cut it across. There he goes. Perfect. Textbook turn. Brake around the 100-meter board. Hard into the final chicane. Cut both of the curbs as you go through. Onto the gas. And into the end of the lap. So that's a lap here at Suzuka. For the rest of you, Venom and Toolshed are still just kind of hanging out. Toolshed hasn't gotten up to Venom just yet. He keeps getting close while he's sitting in the slipstream. This GTR is such a fun car to drive. And then HPR, who is back there a little ways, he's got Carbon Boy not too far back, so there's your other two that are close together. And then another little batch here, there's Leo and LJ. LJ seems to be gaining on Leo each lap. So this could be an interesting... what Venom needs, he needs Toolshed, HPR, and LJ to be behind him and in front of these other cars. So we'll have to see. Carbon Boy's made his way up to 5th, so he's getting there. Whew. All right, Green's got a pretty significant advantage, 6 seconds, but this battle for P2. Well, I don't know if you'd call it a battle. I don't know that Toolshed is trying to pass him. I think he's just trying to stick it out with him. Into the chicane. This will complete lap 9 for these drivers. Now the trick. How do they look on fuel? How do they look on tires? we're not even 20 minutes into the race yet, so we have to kind of keep an eye on all these guys. How did I switch to? I went from Toolshed. I thought I went to. Okay, so Carbon Boy in 5th, still doing okay. So what I will be doing as we get closer to the end of the race is I'm going to try to bring up some live timing on the standings. In fact, let's go watch this battle here. Well, it's not really that much of a battle, is it? There were some closer cars right here. Oh, LJ's made it around. No, he hasn't. Okay. Oh yeah, LJ has made it around Leo. So Leo's fallen down to 7th position. LJ's made it up to P6. So he's got 10 seconds to go to get up to Carbon Boy, but they are there now. All right, let's keep an eye on well, I'll let you figure that one out. But I have an idea. I'm gonna try to put together something. So let's just watch. I don't know who to watch. All right, I'm gonna try to keep an eye on what's going on here, but stand by while I look for something. I have this graphic that I could use from last season. Where is that? Okay. I think it'll still work too. That's what I want to try. Actually, let's look at this right here. LJ's kind of coming back on, Leo's kind of coming back on LJ. Let's also keep an eye on that. Oh no, it's not that one. I'm gonna try to find it. You just enjoy the racing. I don't want to miss what's going on up front either. 1 second away. We have a lot of race still to go. We'll keep an eye on this one up here. I wish I would have thought about this beforehand. I'm really sorry. That would have been awesome to have this up. So I got to just go find it really quick. It won't take long. I can't find it. How's Green doing up there? 6.5 seconds up the road. I keep being scared to change to. Oh, what happened there? Carbon Boy had a little issue. That is going to play nicely into the hands of the other folks. Let's go back to see what happened here. Oh, there's the green stuff. Don't get on the gas. Don't get. Oh, don't hit the wall. Don't hit the wall. Don't hit the wall. Oh, no damage. Good. He can just get going again. Oh, my goodness. Now that 10-second gap he had to LJ is only 2.4 seconds. Okay. Here we go. There's going to be some stuff happening there. And Venom is kind of pulling some stops out on Toolshed. Carbon Boy 11 seconds back. Carbon Boy another 3 seconds back. And LJ is on the run. So let's see. Not on the run. He's making a run is what I should have said. All right, hang on. I got to find this little... Is it this one? Oh, it's the wrong one. That's old. That's old. I'm trying to find something, folks, to have. We can keep like a live view of where everybody's at in the points on the screen. So... Oh yeah, LJ's closing on Carbon Boy, but we're not gonna miss. We're not gonna miss this battle here, so we're gonna keep an eye on that for a little bit longer. I already did that one. Doggone, I keep trying to find what I'm looking for. See, this is where planning comes in, right? But yeah, it's been a very busy week. It's been a very busy season, let's be honest. All right, let's see. Oh, look at that. LJ's gaining. We're looking at a potential overtake here in the next lap or so. Let's keep an eye on this one. It seems like LJ's got the goods to get around. So let's see if we can keep that one going. Oh, I think I found it. I think I found it. I think I found it. Oh, I have it. Oh, the sucky part is it's the live standings for it has the wrong logo on it, but that's fine. I can still make this work. So I'm gonna try to get this going whilst I can. We're gonna watch this because I think Carbon Boy is stressed out. Let me just check up front here. Venom is still definitely keeping Toolshed about a second behind. Carbon Boy is about a second behind. Oh, that's stressful. That is stressful. Trying not to miss any of the action here. I keep feeling like LJ is gonna catch Carbon Boy. I don't know what's happening there. And let's see, where's Icer Tubes? Tubes is a pretty far way back because he had to pit for damage. But this is what I love to see. Even when you guys get the damage and there's no one to race around, you get on the track and you run your race. That's what counts. One of the good things is we have learned from the last couple of seasons of World Cup is we're going to have a pretty massive change to it next season as far as how cars are placed in divisions and lobbies. So yeah, it's going to be very different. We're going to be testing out that in the upcoming replacement for the Porsche Cup. So we're going to do it's basically the Porsche Cup, but we're going to use a different manufacturer. So it won't be Porsche, it'll be someone else. But I'm not going to tell you who it is. And we're going to change the way the scoring and lobbies are put together. So, all right, so Carbon Boy has felt the pressure and has decided it's time to keep LJ back there. So LJ hasn't made any more advancements in the last couple of laps. So I think they're kind of sitting sitting up there to do their pace. But look at this. 7 seconds up the road is RWB's green. As he crosses the line to complete lap 14. We have an hour and a half almost left to go. Pit window's going to open in another 21 minutes. So they just got to keep on keeping on. Venom keeps Toolshed at bay, so we'll keep an eye on that for a second while I do a couple of things. I'm going to try to get this. Graphic up for us to keep a live view of what's going on. So. I'm going to bring this graphic up really quick on the right. And I'm going to just show you the standings as they are. And I'm going to be filling these in while I occasionally as I get closer to these. I don't want to miss an issue here. So I want to make sure that I'm keeping an eye on that. Oh, look, Carbon Boy has lost some time, about half a second. LJ is gaining. There's LJ now. So LJ's getting there. Let's keep an eye on that for a minute. Two of these battles to watch. Where's my extra PlayStation when I need it? Ugh. Ooh, it might be happening. It might be happening. This is exciting. There he gets inside. Now it's a drag race. It is a drag race all the way down. Oh, no, he gets around. So LJ makes the move. LJ now up into P5. That was a smooth move. It was definitely something Venom was needing to help him in his quest for the P2 and get around Carbon Boy. So, yeah, that is... Oh, that's good stuff. All right, let's make sure we don't miss anything up here. Venom still a bit up there, but this isn't over yet. I don't think... I mean, LJ's been slowly catching Carbon Boy. I think he had to slow it down a little bit when he got into the dirty air. But LJ up to P... Don't... Oh, remember last time he did that? Oh. All right, so LJ makes up to P5, so that's good for him. And I think that one's pretty much settled there. And everyone else is pretty well spaced out. Leo's dropped all the way back into 7th. And Tubes is in 8th. So look at this. Green having a great race. Really cooking up there. So He still holds the fastest lap at a 2:01 basically, and he's been running 2:01s. He did a basically high 2:01s for most of the race. Venom's been doing 2:01s to 2:02s, so Green does have a little bit more pace in this track than Venom does, and Toolshed is right there with Venom. So it'll be interesting to see how these two played out. And the champion is sitting in fourth, just waiting for stuff to do. So let's keep an eye up here. Now, this is the battle for P2. Oh, this is good stuff, you guys. I'll bring that other screen back up in a minute. I kind of wished I had done that one, that I had done that before, but, oh well, I didn't, right? What is this I see? Oh, I thought I saw two triangles on top of each other. I was like, I'm going to miss something. But there's Green. Man, he's having such a good race. 9 seconds up the road now. He really has pace in this GTR on this track. He is outpacing Venom by almost a second a lap. Well, I should say half a second per lap. So he's making it work, but I'm not gonna lie, I want to see a closer battle between these two. I'd like to see that happen. That'd be good stuff. Okay, so now I can bring this up on the board to your right. These are forget about the GT1. I don't have a thing to change that. So, that's just going to be how that goes. But yeah, so that's the current stand. Now, not how they are on the track. I'm going to pull that up in just a minute. But first, I got to fix one thing. So I have this right there. Here we go. All right, so now what I can do is I can go in and I can put in some results based on where they currently are on the track right now, and try to guess kind of where we're at, right? So let's make sure we haven't missed anything else. Oh, for a second, when that caught my eye, I thought HPR was going into pits. That's what I thought was happening right there. So. All right, so Green up front. We're still going to keep an eye over here just in case anything goes wrong. But let me just put in some results just to see what happens with where we are, right? So Green currently has the fastest lap, right? He's in first. Venom's in second. Toolshed is in third. HPR is in fourth. LJ is in fifth after that pass he just made on Carbon Boy, who is in sixth. And then Leo and Icer Tubes makes up 7 and 8. So with that being said, where is... So if I hit save, it should adjust the standings right there on your screen. So currently, with how the races are on track right now, that is your championship standings. So Venom is going to break the 100-point mark, finishing in second place where he is. Carboboy would drop to third and get the final spot. Leo is 3 points out of that battle. So, but I want you to notice, Venom and Carboboy are only separated by 2 points. So these are the live standings as they are, and I'm going to keep these up. I may actually move them around a little bit just to so you can see a little bit more of their lap time. So let me move this down a little bit here, so you can see a little bit more of the. There we go. A little bit more of their last lap times, just so you have those. Now, nothing has changed so far, so as we see some positions change, I can quickly adjust and see what does that mean for the points. So, good stuff. So RWB Green sitting in 8th place, right, over Toolshed right now by 1 point, finishing where he is. The race has to end at some point. Budsy and Racetech aren't even here, so as these drivers get other places, like Green could not pass them in points. He's tied with them. If he were to win the race, he could, right? Because then it would go into... actually, this would be with him winning the race. So Budsy and Racetech would still outscore him in points, because I think each of them already have a win. So the tiebreaker goes away. So good fun stuff. All right. You know what? We'll take that off the screen. Let's focus on the racing. And now that I have it, we can keep track of it. But yeah, everyone is just churning laps now. This is what happens towards the middle of the round, right? Or the middle of the race, is people get spread out. There were incidents, and now it's just man versus machine. And some people don't like that, right? Some people are like, I want to see these guys battling with each other on the track all race long for 2 hours. But that's just not how it works in real racing. In real racing, there are gaps, and it's all about man versus machine. Is, can you do the same thing every single lap? Can you not make mistakes? Can you save the fuel you planned on saving? Can you gain on the person up in front of you and hope that your pit stop could be a little less and you can gain some time there? So there's a lot more to it than just racing around another car, right? This guy's a perfect example. He just drives around, and he shows up on the podium every single race. His consistency. I mean, he was running 208 or 201.8s to 202.2s, right? Like, he's only less than a half a second off his lap times, if the numbers on the ride are to be believed. But a lot of times that's not the case in this game. LJ's built 17 seconds on Carbon Boy. Carbon Boy has damage, so we definitely missed an incident there. Carbon Boy's dropping like a rock, and Leo is actually right there. Leo has no damage to the car. Carbon Boy has to decide what he's going to do. Right now, he's sitting in points position 3. He can't lose to Leo. Now, the good news is Leo has to beat him by about 3 positions on the track to steal that 3rd place finish from him. And maybe that's what Carbon Boy's thinking. I could just go 7 more minutes. That's only like 3 more laps, right? 3 or 4 more laps. And then I can pit, fix this damage, get on the other tire, and get moving. So I think he knows that the pit loss time is too much. But yeah, he's got front aero damage and left front wheel damage. So it doesn't seem to be affecting his tires. They still look like they're doing okay. This track has a lot of right-hand turns and has a pretty even amount of left-hand turns. But the one long right-hander and the one pretty long left-hander, those are ones that can put some heat into those tires, to say the least. There he is in the same camera shot now as Leo, 4.3 seconds back from Carbon Boy. Up front, Venom still leads Toolshed, by under a second. So yeah, in about 5 minutes, the pit window will open, and I'll let you all know on Venom, and that's a lead change. That's going to be a change in position right there. Toolshed moves up to P2. Oh boy! So now things have changed. Now things have changed a lot. Let's see, what does that do to our standings, people? With that lead change. Venom is still sitting okay. He's tied now with Carbon Boy. So now, because Venom has a win, I don't think Carbon Boy does. In fact, when I checked earlier, he doesn't. So because Venom has the win from last weekend, he would win the tie. So now, Toolshed has just made things a lot harder for himself. Well, actually, Venom made things a lot harder for himself on his own. Let's see. Let's check back here and see everyone is kind of together. Carbon Boy. Oh, Leo was catching, but doesn't seem like he's making much of moves on. Yeah, I mean, he's still there in the camera shots, right? So let's see if Carbon Boy can make it happen. What Venom really needs is for Leo to pass Carbon Boy, because those two are battling for position. If you look, Carbon Boy and Leo are 3 points apart from each other. So, interesting. But look at the real deal is here. 10.5 seconds up the road is Green, having a fantastic race. Been 45 minutes on track right now. Looking good on his fuel, that's for sure. Venom. Wait. Wait. What? Let me go back and look. We missed that. Toolshed moved. Yeah, something happened to Toolshed. He went off track. Everything is now different. Venom is back up to P2. Okay, that's interesting. So Venom's back up to P2. HPR moves into the 3rd spot, and LJ moves into the 4th spot. Okay, so then where does Toolshed? Oh, Toolshed drops to 5th. So he goes from 2nd to 5th, just like that. What does that do to our points, people? Look at that. Venom has a 2-point gap now over Carbon Boy. And Toolshed drops into 9th. That really helped Green out, because now Green has a 4-point spread to him. Look at that. This is fun. I kind of want to see them switch positions more. Watch how it changes our timing or our scoring. So Green looking pretty good. We got about 2.5 minutes for the pit window to open, so I don't know who is going to show up first. I know Venom is probably very happy to have Toolshed off of his tail. He has been dealing with him for all of this race. 6.8 seconds back. What did I say about HPR? He just ends up on the podium every time. Most times he ends up winning the race. So this is definitely a closer race for the points, because you have less drivers on the track right now. We only have 8. So they're all going to get some pretty decent points, right? So Green now leads Toolshed and is in P8 for the points. And LJ moves up to the top 5 spot. Leo is now 3 points out of the podium spot. But Venom gets 2 extra points over Carbon Boy. to help him out. We haven't even hit the middle of the race, people, right? But it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun going on. Caleb, this isn't midweek madness. You're right. This is the World Cup. Uh-oh. Do I have something labeled wrong on the broadcast? Is it saying that it's midweek madness? Oh, I know what I did. Yes, so I forgot that Facebook was still on here. It shouldn't be... let me just check something, folks. Hang on. Oh my gosh, you're right. Why is it? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'll have to fix this one later. I forgot to make that change. Got it. Crestball! What are you doing? Okay, all right. In about 50 seconds, we're going to have the pit window open, which is going to be nice. So we'll keep an eye on that here in a second and try to get this together. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. I have it labeled all wrong. I can't change the label right now either, unfortunately. All right, so Green sitting up front. I'm just gonna let you know. So Green running on the soft tire right now. Since the pit one is going to open, we'll let everybody kind of know what's going on. Green on the soft tire, Venom on the soft tire. 6 seconds back, our first medium tire runner, HPR. LJ's on the softs. Toolshed was on the mediums all that time. Carbon Boy on the mediums, still carrying that damage. Leo 5 seconds back on the medium tire, and Tube on the medium tire. So, yeah, that's where we are. Okay, so the pit window is now open, so the drivers can come in and pit, switch tires out, do what they need to do, get fuel, get tires. That's it. So we're gonna give them the next 20 minutes. They can choose to do whatever they want to do. Venom is getting closer, 6.4 seconds. That was a 10-second gap. So somewhere Green missed something and lost 4 seconds to Venom, or Venom has just gained him. Let's see. Oh yeah, the last lap for Green was a 2:06. He was 4 seconds off, so he definitely had an oopsie poopsie moment there somewhere. Thanks for mentioning that, Caleb. I totally didn't even realize that's what this was called, and I don't think I can really change it right now. If I do, it will screw up the whole broadcast, so I'll just rename these afterwards. That's a bummer. At least the lobby was named right, but in any case, Venom in P2, HPR on the podium spots now, and now it's just survive. It's just survive through. So I wonder who's going to blink first. Let's see, who is this right here? There is Carbon Boy. Is he going to pit now and fix that damage? I would think he would. Yep, there he goes. So Carbon Boy is going to be the first one in. Does Leo follow him in? He doesn't need to, but is he going to? Nope, he stays out. Okay, but Carbon Boy really needed that pit stop to fix that damage. So he will come off the medium tire onto the soft tire. He will get the, the fuel where it needs to be, and then he will continue on. Meanwhile, the leader is still 6 seconds up from Venom. Both of them are on the soft tire, so they've got themselves quite a gap built. HPR is on the medium tire, and he's 12 seconds from the leader, and he can see P2. So I think he's just going to push that car just a little bit now and see what he needs to do. No, he doesn't need to win the race. He's already won the championship. We talked about that last week, but he still wants to win a race, right? Who doesn't? LJ in fourth. I'm going to take these standings down right now because we got to get through the whole pit cycle, and that's just not going to look right. LJ in fourth. Toolshed's in fifth. Now, none of the other drivers have pit yet. So when it all comes together, I'm sure we'll see Carbon Boy back into the 6th position, and Leo will be in 7th, and Tubes will be in 8th. But we just have to wait for all of that to happen. That was a long pit stop. Green is in the S's now, and Carbo Boy is just up near the bridge. And Green is coming into a few corners later, so he's about 15 seconds behind him, roughly, I guess. I'm just guessing how many seconds. Green having quite a race. Hasn't had any traumatic things go wrong, so that's good. He just needs to keep it focused, keep it going, not, hit all of his marks. Venom needs to do the same. I don't think Venom has... The only mistake he made was coming out of the hairpin, not the hairpin, but coming out of this hairpin on his way down to the far into the left-hander. He went too wide and went off the track, and Toolshed was able to get around him. And then some miraculous thing happened to Toolshed for Venom's sake that put him back up into P2. There is our champion, and there is LJ, and there's Toolshed trying to chase him down. LJ's on the soft tire, Toolshed's on the medium, which says a lot because Toolshed was following Venom around lap after lap after lap and stayed within a second of him on the inferior tire. So that shows you that Toolshed's got some pace. When he gets those soft tires on that car, he's going to be a little bit more aggressive with these guys and make stuff happen, I'm sure. And in goes HPR. Okay, so HPR pits 5 minutes before the hour. So he is going to move onto the soft tire, and that, my friends, is going to make a wild difference. Pardon me. Going to make a big difference. Big difference there for sure. Toolshed also in the pit. So the medium tire runners are coming off their tires, and they're going to get on the new ones. So there are one of our OGR guys. HPR is in his pit, and he's pulling out now. And he's going to pit out in fourth. So he's only lost a little bit of time. Toolshed should be coming out any. Yep, there he goes. And he will pit out in fifth. So, but Toolshed gets a 3-second penalty. That's huge. That is huge. How is that going to affect his battle with LJ? Because LJ still needs to pit in this pit window. We don't know when he's going to do that, but he still has to pit in the pit window. So, yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Oh, man, I'm so frustrated that this video is labeled the wrong thing. Oh, Chris, you only had to do it right one more time. Cool. All right, let's see. Where's Green? There's Green. Is he going to pit now? His times have been dropping off. He's gotten a 206 and a couple 203s. He might want to get those medium tires on there right now. He's losing a lot of time to the guys behind him. So let's see if he goes in. Nope, he's going to stick it out a little bit longer. Okay, what is Venom going to do? He still has decent pace on those soft tires, although he's done 203s the last couple of rounds, laps, so he's probably going to want to pit sooner too. Let's see, what does LJ do? LJ stays out as well, so I'm not going to see those guys pit for a while. But the champion, oh man, that hurts me. It just hurts. That is going to slow him way down. I wonder what speed that will slow him down to. Let's take a look. He's going to hit the thing at about 135, all the way down to 50 miles an hour. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Oh, now he's not worried about. He might have to worry a little bit about Leo when Leo pits. Oh, Leo already pit. But Toolshed already pit too. Okay, so he's not worried about the rest of the guys because they've already pit, and he's pit. Who hasn't pit yet? Okay, just the top three. Is that right? Just gonna quickly. No, wait. And Tubes hasn't pit yet either. Okay, so the top 3 still need to get their services done. Then we'll see what's really going on track. But there you are, Green. Woot woot. Yeah, his last lap was a sub 2. It was a 2:02.8. So he's definitely losing pace from what he was doing earlier in the race with those soft tires worn out. I bet he finds that pace immediately if he pits. So he should go in and pit now. It's halfway through the race. You know how much fuel you used. Get the fuel you need. Get a medium tire and win this race. You got 7 seconds up the road. You really need that. Go in. Is he going in? Is he going in? Is he going in? Ah, he didn't go in. He didn't go in. What about Venom? Was he gonna go in? Is he? Nope, he is not going in either. Doggone. Okay, well maybe LJ will. What's LJ gonna do? Nope, he doesn't go in either. Ah, you guys. All right. We'll see how it goes. Let's see who's close together right now battling. Oh, there we go. Well, Tubes hasn't pit yet. Carbon Boy has, so Tubes will fall to the end of the field when that happens. Man, Green's having such a good race right now. That I think the biggest trick is for these drivers is being patient on the throttle when they switch over to the newer tire, because the soft tire runners are going to get onto a less grippy, sticky tire, which means they're going to be getting on the gas and not realizing that they're going to spin the tires. But most of these guys have been racing long enough to know that, so... Now, HPR pit early onto the softs, so I wonder how his soft tires will do for him on the way around towards the end of the stint. Toolshed also on the soft tire. Leo on the soft tire. And there goes Green into the pit. So finally the leader pits. Tubes will be on the soft tire when he pits. Carbon Boy's already on the soft tire and catching. But Green and Venom both into the pits. So LJ, what's he going to do? LJ says, I'm going to stay out another lap, y'all. So Green gets into the pits and is now getting his service done. And Venom's into the pits getting his service done. All right, so the only one left to pit is LJ and Tubes. Let's see, where is Tubes? Tubes has been overtaken. It's always fun to watch an overtake, so let's go back and watch that. Oh, he knew. He's like, forget it. Forget it. I know you're on the better tire. And he'll just move out of the way. All right, so Tubes still needs to pit. He'll pit, whenever he decides to. And LJ needs to pit. So we will we'll wait for LJ and Tubes to pit and get a lap out before we bring up the standings where people are. But everyone's going to end up back where they were before. Let's see, how far away is Toolshed from the leader? 45 seconds. When LJ pits, Toolshed will be about 10 seconds behind him. That might be about right. I don't know. It depends on how much gas he's got to take. So Green comes back out in P2 in front of Venom, but now he's on the medium tire. And look who's right there. Venom in the soft. Oh no, he's on the medium tire as well, but he gained a significant amount of time on Green. They got about the same amount of fuel in the car, so I'm wondering if Green just spent a little bit more. But now Green has his teammate right there. So we'll see how this one plays out. HPR is on the soft tire. He's gonna catch these guys. He's just faster, and he's got the fastest lap now. So he's definitely gonna get the, he's gonna get the moves done. So we'll sort this all out as we get a little closer. LJ is staying out again for a little while longer. He's got 4 minutes, about 4 minutes and 20 seconds to get his pit service done. So he has to be done by the 50-minute mark, or the hour and 10-minute mark, as you can see on the top of your screen. Oh, this is getting close. Yeah, only 1 second now. So green in trouble. Look right there. Here comes HPR. He is right there on the soft tire. He is going to make quick work with both of these two guys, and he will be up into the spot where winning the race happens best, from first place. So we'll see this overtake happen first to Venom, unless Venom can get around green. So this is going to be very interesting. And I know green and Venom are both thinking the same thing. Yeah, he's on the soft tire. Doggone it. So into the hairpin goes green, then Venom, then HPR is right there. So yeah, this is a 3-way battle for the top spot. LJ hasn't pit yet. LJ needs to pit. He's not that far ahead of these guys. So we'll see. Once he pits and he's out of the way, we'll get ourselves a real look at how the race is unfolded. But this is a lot closer after the pit stops than I thought it was going to be. So it's 1, 2, 3 right there. All 3 of those guys. And there's LJ. Now let's see. Does LJ go in the pits? Nope. He says, screw that. I'm going to do another lap on these soft tires. And that might be helping him in his battle for the mid-pack. So, oh, look at that. There's an overtake about to be had, folks. The soft tires, HPR is going to be able to brake a little later into this. I don't know if he's going to make the move now. He might just follow him around. Look, he's making the move. He's making the move. Oh, nope, he held off. He realized he wasn't all the way up on the side of the car, so he did not have the racing line. So he's just going to have to wait till he gets to the rhythm section here. That's what I like to call it. I know that's usually reserved for, like, motocross and stuff, but... Oh, I thought he was going to try to take him on the outside. No, just be patient. You still have 53 minutes to get around these guys. Oh, so close. Look at this. Green's like, yep, you guys just keep doing that. It's all good. He's going to put all kinds of pressure on these guys. And he may get by him just by them making a mistake. LJ's still not pit yet. He's going to have to pit this time. Otherwise, he's probably going to miss the pit window. So he better get a move on. So a little late brake action, carry the apex speed a little bit more than Venom does, and be right on his butthole when you come out of this corner. There it is, on the gas earlier. Oh, there it goes. And Venom just slips and he gets the spot. I mean, that's all he has to do is just force the error on the driver in front. Finally, LJ goes into the pit, so Green will come across once again, be the leader of this race. For how long? That's determined by this gentleman right here, the champion. He is that close. He's on the tire. He's got a faster pace, so he will just take that spot when the spot comes. He's got the fastest lap on track, so he's got the bonus point. In through the S's. Green just needs to keep it together. Man, HPR is all over him. This is for P1. Takes a wide line. He's going to get a late apex. Try to come out of there a little quicker. This should be an overtake. Oh yeah, look at that defensive driving. Chevy's just like, I'm gonna make you earn this. This is the spot here. He's gonna get a nice run on him in the slipstream. Maybe, or is he just gonna push? There it goes. HR's gonna make, oh, this is a tight move. He's there. They both have to get through this corner. And Green says, I will submit. I submit. I submit. That moves HPR up into P1. So if my determinations are correct, this is what our standings will look like now as the race is on the track. HPR, your new leader, also the series champion or season champion. Good job. Green is in P2 with a 1.2 second gap to Venom. So as it stands right now, Venom, well, actually, these might not be exactly accurate because I got to make sure I got the other positions right. Venom in third, LJ's in fourth. Toolshed is in fifth place, so that's where he was before. And then Leo is in sixth. Now that's a change right there. So Leo gained a spot on Carbon Boy, and Icer Tubes is still in eighth. So as the standings go, this is our current standings after the pit stops, after everybody's gone through, and HPR has gone through and claimed both the third, second, and first positions now up front. He will be off to go, and Green is in P2. So Green is going to best Toolshed by 1 point in the championship. Venom is tied with Carbon Boy right now. Yes, they are tied in points. However, Venom has a win under his belt. Actually, let me double check and make sure. I don't think Carbon Boy has any wins. I'm going to double check the scoring. He does not. His best finish was a second place and I think he was in third place too, and a couple thirds. So yeah, that's how that's going to be. So as it stacks up right now, Venom is going to hold Carbon Boy at bay for the P2 slot. Now, stuff can still happen. Leo's ahead of Carbon Boy, right? Leo is ahead of Carbon Boy on the track by 1 position. If he can gain 3 more spots, which is really hard to do, he's have to get all the way up to Venom, and Carbon Boy would have to fall to back to the last place in order for that to happen. So the odds are against Leo being able to get onto the championship podium. But yeah, it's been really close. Been really close. But our champion up 5 seconds already. Another fast lap of 1:59.4. And there is Green and Venom. Ooh, Venom's close. Okay, we need to keep an eye on this one. Man, I really messed up the... I really messed all of that up. Oh boy. I'll have to fix that whole track naming thing after the race is over. Oi. Oi, Eve. Oi, Eve. Let's see, is anybody else getting caught? Oh, Carbon Boy's not far behind. Both of them are on the same tire, so they know that. So Carbon Boy does have a shot at getting another spot. If he can gain one more position on track, or if Venom loses one more position on track, Carbon Boy just has to get past Leo. If Carbon Boy can get past Leo, he takes P2 in the championship. That's how close this is. He's just got to get one more spot. Or Venom has to drop out of P3 because he's getting 2 points for that position instead of 1. So if he drops into 4th, which I don't know. I mean, the Venom and LJ are on the same tire. It'd be really hard, I think, for LJ to catch him and get rid of 10 seconds. I mean, it can be done if he can really move it. So Venom has to get around green. At some point, Venom's got to pass his teammate. Now, will his teammate give him the position to help him gain the championship P2 spot? I don't know, because green is also battling, and he's only got 1 point over Toolshed. If he switches spots, he'll be 1 point behind Toolshed. He'll still be in the top 10, but does he help his teammate make it through with the P2? Because if Carbon Boy gets ahead of Leo and gets into 6th place, Carbon Boy will have P2 in the championship, and Venom drops to 3rd. So, oh, well, that's one way to do it. No! Venom just misses him. That's not how I meant. Why? That was scary. Okay, so Venom moves up to P2, and that changes a lot of things for him, right? So, oh my gosh, that is not how that was supposed to go. So now there's a 3-point buffer that Venom has to green. Wow. Neither one of them got damaged. That was close. They almost took each other out. Well, they didn't take each other out, but you know what I mean. Green spun, and Venom was so close. I thought he was going to hit him. But this is good news. Green is still now 1 point behind Toolshed, and there's nothing he can do about that unless Leo picks up a spot and Carbon Boy picks up a spot. So we'll have to see what these guys do up front. Carbon Boy is still 6 seconds back. I don't see much of that changing unless somebody makes a pretty major mistake like what Green just did. Although Green's wasn't that bad. He fell. He's 6 seconds back. Yeah, that is pretty bad. I guess that is pretty bad. There goes Green, but look who's close by. 3.5 seconds behind him is LJ. Now, LJ is currently sitting in 5th. He's not going to get enough points to get over Leo. So he's not going. Even if he passed everybody, he still wouldn't get enough points to get to 4th place. And these guys are both on the same tire, so if Green can just keep his pace, gather it together. Hello, Hector. Welcome aboard. Sorry for the name of the room. I labeled it wrong in Restream, or I should say I forgot to relabel it in Restream, and there we have it. All right, let's see. 7 seconds. So Leo's actually pulled some spots away from Carbon Boy. So lucky that because Carbon Boy has only 1 point advantage over Leo. If they tie it, I have to go to their best laps and see who gets it. But Leo's not going to get Toolshed in 20 seconds or 20 seconds up the road, I don't think. Not if we're looking at their pace. Toolshed's doing 1 second 201s, pretty much low 201s, and yeah, so a little less consistent are Leo's times, but I mean, there's always a chance. Thanks, Hector. You can feel free to come and join us on the next series event, which is going to be coming up probably in August. We've done the last 2 seasons were the Porsche Cup, which is a single manufacturer Group 3 racing. We're going to be doing the same thing again, but it's not with Porsches. It's going to be a new manufacturer, so with a couple twists. So it'll be fun. HPR leads race 16 seconds up the road already from Venom. He's doing 159s, even a low 159. So he is going 3-4 seconds a lap faster than Venom on those soft tires and Venom on the mediums. That's a huge difference. Venom will be very happy to have a P2. Hector, to sign up, you just got to be in our Discord. You can go to discord.gtchampions.com. That'll take you there, and you can get into our Discord, and you pay attention there because we will announce any series that we have happening. We announce it there first, and then we also announce it on our social media. Ooh, LJ, 2 seconds away. LJ's 2 seconds away. It's not going to do him much good, but it's going to really mess up Green's mojo. I think Green. The worst Green's going to have is a 9th place finish in the series. You can't lose much more than that. Toolshed is just ahead of him by what? 1 point there? Yeah, so it's so close. But yeah, Hector, we'll announce it, and then there will be a link to a Google form that you go in and you register for the series, and then we do the qualifiers. And we're going to be doing things a little bit different in the Porsche Cup or in the new Cup than we did in the Porsche Cup, the way the qualifying and the lobbies work. So that way you don't have 9 cars or 8 cars in the lobby. They'll always be full. So we have it figured out. We just have to get it on paper. But that there is your Division 3 champion. He didn't have to race today, but he is a racer at heart, so he's going to show up and do what he's got to do. Venom, the designer of this series, and his brother, we're going to be doing a lot of things different in the next series that we have at GT Champions, because we're getting tired of the folks that commit to racing a full season and then just like decide, I can't win, so I'm just gonna leave, whatever, and that's it. So like this will weed out all the non-committed drivers that are just kind of flaky, because essentially if you miss a race, you got to start all the way at the back and work your way back up into your into the lobbies. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see how it all works out. LJ lost a little time to Green, so he must have gotten something off track somewhere. There's Toolshed, your P5. Yeah, so it's really interesting is so far there have been several incidents on track where a car has spun out or missed their braking zone or whatever. Nobody's hit anybody yet, and so I'm super stoked about that. I think Leo feels like he can make something happen. He is a second up on his best lap time right now, so he looks like he's going to be in the 159s maybe in this one. Let's see. Just barely a 2.9. So he's on the move. There are not 17 laps left in this race. Let's see. Even if we had, there would be 20. There'd be about. Let me do math. It's time to do math. Let's see if we have. We're doing what they're doing about. Well, let's see. 36 minutes times 60 seconds is 2,160. Divide that by about 120. So there's roughly 18 or 19 laps. If he could do a second a lap faster than Toolshed, he should be able to catch him. If he did, the soft tire aren't going to last. Toolshed's running on the soft tire too, but he's running 202s. Yeah, Leo's running 202s and 201s. So theoretically, if Leo gets the gas right, doesn't overuse the fuel, and doesn't burn up his tires, he could catch Toolshed by the end of this race. So see how that goes. All right, so up front, our champion for Division 3 already sealed. I don't think we have any of them sealed off yet. You got to come watch Group 2, Division 2 after this race is over, because that one is so tight. That one is such a tight race right now. In fact, they have, you know what, let me check something out here on my end and get that right. 1 second. Yeah, right now in Division 2, position P1 and P2 are only separated by 2 points. So the championship is not decided in Division 2. And it's between Rusty, Maggots, and DeTruth. And those guys are buddies. I think they're even on the same team. So these two guys are battling it, just like Venom and Green are, but they're not battling it for the points. They're battling for the just to be where they are. But DeTruth and Rusty are separated by 2 points. And then the third spot, Colin and Toto Wolf are only separated by 2 points. So there's a lot to happen in the next race after that. That is for darn sure. And here we are pretty much just on who can last long. Why is Isotube's getting the blue flag? Is the leader behind him? Oh, yes, the leader is right there. There's the leader back there in the back of your screen. HPR 82. So see, where's Venom at? Venom's coming out of the chicane. Green will be coming out of the chicane, and right behind Green is going to be LJ. There he is. LJ 3 seconds away. He can see P3 and P2 from where he's at, which has got to be pretty awesome because all three of these guys are on the same compound. HPR is on the soft, so that's why you see him. He's already 24 seconds ahead. He is so nuts. He is going to be moved up to the next division after this. Better believe it. But Venom and Green and LJ are all on the same tire, and they're all going through the S's right now. So, yeah, it's going to get fun to see how this lays itself out later. Toolshed is in the S's now, and he's 8 seconds back. He is on the soft tire, so he could. He's doing 201s. What's LJ doing? 201s, 202s, 202s. Oh, yeah, Toolshed. Toolshed can make a mess for these guys if he can keep running the 201s, although his fuel situation is pretty bleak. But if Toolshed could run these same lap times, he could catch this group too. Interesting. Leo's gained already a second on, actually about a second and a half on Toolshed. Yeah, this is gonna come down to some. Oh, you know what I did? I went left. I did exactly what you're not supposed to do. Oh, doggone it! That is not open. The pit lane's been closed forever. Yeah. So, Tati, I'm apologizing. Andy, I'm apologizing as well, because I get on their case like, you left that pit lane open the whole time. It's been closed forever. It's been closed for 20 minutes. So, yeah. We get a little lost in the race and we forget things. All right, so there's HPR again. We probably won't look to him too much during the rest of the race. What I am interested in is this right here. So LJ with Toolshed gaining. Toolshed only 4 seconds away. Ooh, that last lap, LJ lost a lot of time to Green. He's 6 seconds back now, and only 5 seconds to Toolshed. He did a 2:06, so he lost 4 seconds somewhere. I'm beginning to think that maybe he did some kind of a mistake somewhere. Yeah, Toolshed, he sees it. He smells blood in the water. He is on his way. Divisions 4, 5, and 6 do not get a broadcast. You are watching Division 3 right now. The 4, 5, and 6 don't have a broadcast, mostly because we don't have a broadcaster to do it. I only have 3 broadcasters, myself included. That's all we have for broadcasting. So we're doing the top 3 divisions. And to be honest, the drivers sticking it out in D1 deserve to have the broadcast, because they stuck it out all season long, right? And it's not their fault that they had a bunch of goofballs that decided they didn't want to participate anymore because they couldn't win a championship or win a race. So now I was in there too. And if you're wondering, well, wait a minute, Presidio Dog, you were in D1 and you left. Yep, because I can't sit in my rig for 2 hours. I did the first race, and the next morning I couldn't get out of bed. It took me 2 hours and medicine to get myself out of bed, and I had a back surgery a long time ago. So, and it sitting in there for 2 hours like that, racing as hard as I can. That just really killed me. And I got this new rig with Fanatec pedals and stuff, and the brake pedal is much stiffer, and so I'm pushing a lot harder on the brake pedal with my left leg, which is the part of my back that gets by the sciatic nerve going down that leg. That's the part that has all the trouble. So it was a double whammy having to push that hard on there, and essentially broke my back, unfortunately. So into the broadcast booth I had to go, but I guess that's good. That gave us the ability to be able to broadcast Division 3 at least. So if you know somebody likes to do broadcasting and wants to do some of that stuff, happy to talk to them. Absolutely, let them know. Toolshed 4.9, he's getting close. LJ has gotten back about a half second of his loss to Green. 28 minutes to go. I don't know what he has, but I know that Venom's probably really excited because as it stands now, he gets to be in P2 for the championship. And honestly, there was a couple other aliens that were in this championship, and they were moved up to Division 2 because they were just so fast, and that made... And honestly, HPR probably should have moved too. There just wasn't a spot to move him yet. So that's why he stayed here. So I know that Venom is thinking, well, yeah, that guy's way out of my league. So with all the guys that are in my league or in my pace and I'm ahead of them, that's got to make him feel really good. So Venom sitting there 3 seconds up the road from Green and sitting in the P2 spot on track and the P2 spot in the championship. Oh, Toolshed lost a little bit of time to LJ. Let's see what... He's got no damage or anything, and he didn't hit anything. I think he might be worried about his fuel. Let's see. Let me take a look really quick. So, HPR, yeah, he's good to go. But Venom, Green, LJ, Toolshed, Leo, all of them are about the same on fuel. Yeah, that's going to make things interesting. Stand by 1 second. Yeah, these guys, it's been really interesting. I've talked about how there are challenges that we get from putting this many cars on a track where there's not as many cars, and you don't have as many battles, like side by side battles of cars. And the challenge that you get there is that these guys now have to focus and battle against themselves, their machine, the tires, the fuel. And you can see that it makes a difference. The lap times they perform, you see that these drivers need to figure out a way to gain on somebody. And so they're just patiently watching the clock. I should say impatiently watching the clock and trying to find a way to gain a few tenths every lap or a second each lap, just so they can try and gain all they can to catch the guy in front of them. So it's a lot of fun to see them and see them figure a way out. Then, of course, they do stuff like that. Oh, that's not good. They do stuff that they spin their car out. Nobody's hit anybody in this race. All of the drama that's happened has been self-inflicted by the drivers, and that's the part. I don't think this guy's set a foot wrong all race long. HPR has just been dominant. 36 seconds up the road. All right, 24 minutes, 25 minutes left in the race. That's going to translate to about 10 laps, 9 laps. So hopefully they've got enough fuel to make it. I don't know how much those guys are using for fuel, but I can do math again. I'm pretty good at it. Let's do some math again. So if we do, we've got. We're going to have that many seconds left in the race divided by about 122 seconds. Let's just say these guys have to finish 12 more laps. Well, 11.8, right? So they've got to finish this lap and 11 more. If they don't have the fuel, they're in trouble. HPR is going to do one extra lap, I think, because he's so far ahead, 38 seconds. So hopefully these guys have enough fuel to make it. I know that Venom, Green, and LJ are all just about the same. Toolshed's got a little bit more work to do to make it through. Oh my goodness, Carboy's having a struggle today, man. He's sitting at the struggle bus sign, and it is just giving him all kinds of trouble all day. He's had a lot of challenges, so hopefully he can get it back together and keep that spot where he is, because where he is right now, let's double check. Yeah, so all the drivers are still in the same spots that they were when so that live standing is for the championship. So where they all sit right now is the championship. Nothing's changed as far as driver position goes, not yet anyway. And Leo just now entering the hairpin, so he is 11 seconds back. I don't think he's gonna be able to catch him. I don't think that's an option. But Venom's got for some reason I think he is slowing down. I think he's trying to figure out if he's got enough fuel to make it. Green is catching him. Now maybe Green doesn't know how much fuel he has to work with. Maybe he does. And yeah, these guys. So now they're all calculating in their head. All right, we've got 2 minutes. There's 20 seconds left, or 20 minutes left. And we're doing 2-minute laps. So I need 10 laps of fuel plus an extra just in case. Right? They're all calculating this stuff in their head while they're trying to turn laps in these race cars. And that is a really, really challenge. But trust me, I know I make the mistake all the time where I'm trying to drive and I'm trying to, and I'm trying to calculate and then I make a mistake. I hate it. So LJ's getting, I don't think he's really getting closer. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happened to Toolshed? Let's go back and see what happened to Toolshed. That's a big one. Oh, he just spun the car out. Oh, no. Oh, no. Now he drops to 7th, so Leo gets his spot back. So now Leo moves up into 5th place, and Toolshed moves into 6th place. That is a difference. Here, let's just update the scoring right there just to see. That ties Toolshed and Green together for that 8th place spot on the track. Interesting. LJ now is still too far back to make a difference to the top 4, but what did I say? Man versus machine. You gotta last 2 hours without making mistakes. It happens. It happens, man. I hate that. He had a pretty good sized lead. I thought Toolshed was gonna make it happen too. So now LJ's up into 4th. Leo is up into 5th. 6.4 seconds. Oh, Toolshed's in the pits. He has all kinds of damage. He's going to drop down even further. Oh, that's not so good. Carbon Boy is going to take his spot. Carbon Boy moves up into P6 now. And so that changes the point structure just a little bit. It's not a lot, but Toolshed's going to fall into 7th place now after he fixes his car. So if I have my stuff right, we'll just update that now. So Green now has the oh, look, he's catching. Listen, okay, this is a battle for P2 right here. Okay, we're gonna keep an eye on this. Now Venom is 2 points up on Carbon Boy. The last thing Green wants to do right now is steal his 2nd place finish on the podium, but Green would like to win a race. He's ahead of Toolshed by 1 point, so he's not going to gain anything by passing him except a buffer to Toolshed. But Toolshed's got to catch Carbon Boy. Let's see, where is Toolshed? 15 seconds back. Yeah, there's not anything to worry about there. So I wonder if Green is going to make the move. Venom wants that P2 spot. This is it, right? Venom will drop down. Actually, Venom would lose 2 points because each position 1, 2, and 3 are 2 points each, and then it goes to 1 point each below that. He'll drop down and be tied with Carbon Boy, but he has a win, so he beats Carbon Boy. So he'll still be in P2. So I guess these two should just race it out and see. I mean, if Green can get by him. Uh-oh. My headphones are dying. Hang on. There we go. Got him plugged in. Make sure that doesn't become a problem. Oh, the cord doesn't quite reach. Here we go. Oh, stand by. Okay, plugged in now. Let's see if there's I just can't move my head now. We'll give it a minute. It'll gather it up. All right, so this is the battle for P2. It's the only thing happening on the track right now. Well, there's LJ, but I don't know if LJ's catching or not. So this is the battle here. So Venom puts the afterburners on and says, all right, I can't let you by me. The good news is, as they sit on the track right now, Venom is guaranteed in P2 of the championship, which is awesome. Those 2 points that he has in the position he's at is what makes it happen, and the 1 win. So, way to go. And HPR is just like, I'll see you guys later. 44 seconds. He's running 2-minute laps. These guys on the mediums are running 2:02s. Like, HPR is just destroying the field in this car. He's already lapped 1 driver, maybe 2. Yeah, everybody's on lap 51 except for he was ahead of them all. But anyway, all right, let's see. Still keeping an eye out here. Can these guys make it on the fuel? HPR has got plenty of fuel to make it last. There comes LJ. Look at that. He's gaining 4.3 seconds. Okay, this is getting good. This is getting good. We're down to the wire here. 14.5 minutes left to go. About 7 laps remains, maybe 8, depending on when they cross the line. Probably 7. Can these guys make it last? It's going to be so close on the fuel for some of these drivers. But there's LJ. He's that close. He's that close. Can he do it? 3.7. He is definitely gaining on green. He is on his best lap so far. He sees it. Remember what I told you earlier in the race about the carrot or the rabbit, right? The carrot on the stick or the rabbit. They need something to chase, and he sees them now. He sees P2. If he can catch these guys in the next 14 minutes and get himself up into P2 or P3, he's going to be ecstatic. It's not going to help him in the championship because he's 11 points away from Carbon Boy. But maybe he's Carbon Boy's buddy and he wants to cause some problems for those guys up front. Take some valuable points away from him. See, there he is. Oh, boy. He's in the chicane just about the same time they are. This is happening, people. This is going to be something else. 13 minutes left. About coming across the line at 13 minutes. That's going to be 6 laps. They got to get through 7 laps left for them to go. So Venom is still fighting off his teammate. Now, if LJ can get all the way over to these guys, and there he is, he's gaining. If LJ can get to Green, Green has to drive as defensive as possible. Save his teammate from losing that spot, because that's critical points. Now, as long as Venom stays in 3rd, and he stays on the podium, he still gets P2 in the championship. I think I have Carbon Boy in 6th. Yeah, so that's how close these points are. So Green, will he be a good driver? And will he drive uber defensively and just make LJ work for it? Every lap that LJ can't get around him is better for him. All 3 are on the same compound tire, but LJ has been running significantly quicker laps by about a half to 3/4 of a second per lap. And that's huge. And he wants to get on the podium. He might just be happy with taking Green's spot, right? Just so he can be on the podium. I don't know that I've actually had an interview with LJ yet, so that'd be kind of fun to see him in the group. But yeah. Oh. Okay, so now. Okay, quick look at HPR because he is the champion and he's winning the race. Blah blah blah. Where you going? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. HPR, man, we love having you around. And sportthemetropolis.com livery, it really helps. Oh wow, what happened there? Why is there a yellow flag? What was the yellow flag for? Oh, icer tubes crashed. Okay, let's go back really quick and see what happened to Venom there. I think he just went wide. Oh yeah, look at that. He just went really wide. And then there's a yellow flag up ahead because icer tubes spun the car out coming out of the chicane. Now look at this. Now look at this. Okay, this is really close. Okay, we're gonna keep our eye on Green's car because he's in the middle of this, and let's see if we can figure out what's gonna happen here. This is a big development. We now have Venom trying to survive the next 5 laps, maybe 6 laps. It depends on how much time is left when he crosses the line. Venom has to try to maintain this spot. He can afford to lose 1 spot, but he can't afford to lose 2. Look at, they're all right there, all 3 of them, and that's icer tubes. That's laugh traffic that you see coming through right now. Oh no, LJ, he's been doing all that work and his fuel light just came on. Venom and Greens have not. They're in similar circumstances, but LJ's fuel light just came on. That might be his signal that he has to chill. Oh boy, but will he do it? Look at that. Oh, this is going to be good. Remember I was telling you guys, some people say all that driving around without anybody around, but we get some really good barn burners like this one. So, oh boy, this is good stuff. LJ really driving that GTR around. But I don't know. Now we see some fuel lights for all 3 of these drivers. So now, do they have what it takes to make it? I don't know what percentage of fuel they're using per lap. So I have no idea where they are. But I do know that Venom and Green have just slightly more fuel than LJ does. I think they have enough to make it. Like, if they're doing 2-minute laps, it's 4 laps left if it's right now. So I think they'll come across the line with 3 laps to go. Now let's see, can LJ make a move? Can he gain a place? He's not going to gain a place in the championship, but he will gain a place and be on the podium. And let's see, has LJ gotten a podium in this rate in this series yet? Let's see, where's LJ's stats? He's gotten 9, 8, 2. Yeah, he's got a podium. He's got a 2nd place, and he's got a 3rd place. That's his. He's got a 2nd and a 3rd place finish. And right now, it looks like he's looking for just a little bit more. Okay, this is going to get dicey, folks. 2 people trying to go through. Green's going to back out. Green knows better. LJ, don't spin the car. Don't spin the car. And Green is going to take that spot back. Ooh, these guys are really trying to get everything they can out of these cars. Green under attack. 7 minutes left. That's 3.5 laps, or basically 4 laps to go. This lap will get them down to 4:55. Then the next one will be 2:55. The next one will be 55. So they got 4 laps to go, roughly. And they should have enough fuel to make it through 4 laps. Now, Venom's gotten a little bit away from them, so he might be trying to conserve fuel. Green had to back out of that on the last lap. So those two tangling up was really good news for Venom. But how long can Green hold LJ off so that LJ can't get around him? I have no idea if any of these drivers are listening to the broadcast, but if they are, they've got to know all of the details, right? They're going to know everything going on. Okay, so Green now under attack. Does he defend? He does. He keeps the inside line blocked on the brakes, parks it on the apex. LJ gets a pretty decent run, but it doesn't look like it's enough. And as long as Green can keep him busy, focused on him, his teammate can come home P2 in the World Cup Championship. So hang in there, guys. We're going to keep an eye right here. Oh, that was close. I thought LJ was going to go underneath them. And here we're going to see another move here. LJ is going to go inside this time. Green is not going to have the corner. Green is going to have to, well, he can actually just about lift and turn. Hopefully LJ doesn't make it right this time for him. But LJ goes off onto the green stuff, but makes it stick. And so LJ now up into P3. So now we look at the standings have changed a little bit. And now Green is 1 point behind Toolshed now as they are on track. So, and Toolshed is still sitting in 7th. Yes, he still is. All right, let's quickly run through the order real quick. So there's our leader, HPR. He is just miles ahead of these guys. His fuel light's on, but whatever. He could coast around the second lap and not have to worry about anything. Venom, 1.5 seconds, 1.6 from LJ, trying to keep this P2 spot. And as long as he doesn't lose any more than a loss to LJ, then he'll be just fine. He'll still win the championship. He just can't get off the podium. If he gets off the podium, he's in trouble. Green in 4th. Leo is in 5th. Carbon Boy is in 6th position. HPR does hold the fastest lap point, so that's already calculated in these totals, just in case you were wondering. Toolshed down in P7 is on lap 57 right now, and the leader's on 58. So Toolshed still on the lead lap with the front runners, so not terrible considering some of the challenges he had when he crashed his car. But yeah, Venom and LJ. LJ has less fuel than Venom, but he's managed to pick things off. Green is way back. So Green slowed it way up. I think Green's just like trying to protect his 4th place finish. All right, so we have 3 minutes, so we have 2 laps left. So Venom will be coming into lap 58, which was the penultimate lap for this group. LJ is in 3rd, so 2 laps left. 2 laps left, people. Just hang in there, Venom. In fact, I'm not even going to look at Venom the rest of the race. No commentator curse, right? I'm going to see, where's Green? There's Green. There's Leo. Leo's only 11 seconds back from Green. And he is really in trouble when it comes to the fuel. This could change things. If he runs out of fuel and Carbon Boy gets a spot and Venom loses a spot. Oh my gosh. Really? Is it this close? Oh my goodness. So now Venom cannot lose this spot, because I really think that Leo is going to run out of fuel. Now, he shouldn't. He's got 20-second buffer. He can go map 6 and short shift the crap out of this car and use up that 20 seconds to stay in front of Carbon Boy. But if Carbon Boy passes him, Venom still wins unless Venom loses this spot up here. So a couple things have to happen in order for things to go really bad for Venom. Oh. One second gap. LJ is almost in the slipstream. I will say that these guys are both in fuel save mode. They have to do one more lap. The leader is way up in the S's already, so we'll make sure to catch him crossing the line. But we're not going to finish. We're not going to finish watching this battle to see what happens. I have to look. I'm sorry, Venom. I have to look. You guys are like having the battle of a lifetime here. Oh my goodness. All right, into the last lap. It's a white flag lap for these two. And look at this. LJ is there. LJ is there. Is he going to make the move? He might make this move. Full defensive mode goes Venom. He got to protect that spot. Park it on the apex. Don't let him. We're going to watch this battle all the way through. I got to keep an eye on that timer. Make sure I don't lose the leader coming across if he comes across ahead of him. But look at this. Oh my gosh, Venom. They both have about a lap of fuel left. Maybe a lap and a half. Oh, this is insane. Okay. And real quick, Leo's just trying to survive. All right, we're going to watch this. This is huge. This is the battle for P2 and the final race of the championship. Big shout out to Metropolis.com. Thanks for everything. Really quick checking up here. The leader's going to come through and take the white flag. I want to get that. I don't want to lose this, but it might happen here. No. Okay, where's HPR? Okay, he's going to come across the line in just a second. Okay, and there he goes. HPR comes across, wins the final round. Congratulations. Now back to here. I'm going to make sure HPR gets the love. All right, we're going to watch this battle now. The rest of this lap. This is LJV Venom, and they are both almost out of gas. This is for the second spot on the podium right here. And as long as Venom can stay in front of him, he's locked in the second place in the championship. Oh boy, here they go. Oh, Venom gets a little squirrely. LJ gets a pretty decent run. This is the last chance LJ has to get through here. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is going to be good stuff. Here comes Venom into the final. A couple corners. Stay on the track. He does. Oh, LJ goes really wide, and that might have been all Venom needs to see. Venom into the final chicane now. It's P2. He's going to stay that way. Can they come through? Yes, he can, and Venom is going to be able to get it, and he's going to get it. It's P2 for Venom. LJ comes home in P3. Wow, and Green comes home in P4. Let's get him coming across the line there. There we go. And then Leo is almost out of gas. He is barely making it. He's given up 10 seconds to Carbon Boy already, but Leo just has to get across the line. If Leo gets across the line right here, that seals the deal for Venom. He's on the gas, and there goes Leo in P5. Carbon Boy comes home in P6, and just like that, Venom steals the second spot on the podium for the championship. And wow, what a finish that was. I didn't have any idea what was going to happen. That was pretty awesome. Woo, boy. But still, HPR wins the race, wins the championship. Good job, man. So there's your final results for the race. Venom wins by 0.3 of a second, almost exactly, over LJ to secure his spot as in the second position in the championship. LJ comes home in third, Green in fourth, Leo, Carbon Boy, and Carbon Boy's sixth position finish. If he could have caught Leo, could have given him it would have been close. So close. Oh my gosh, that was pretty fantastic racing. Congratulations, everybody. That was fun. All right, so let me get a couple of pieces together. I'm going to go find these guys to do an interview. So just hang on here for a second while I update my stuff and things. Wow, that was good stuff. All right, so let me hold this up here. I'm gonna go grab these drivers in our meeting. So hang on one second. All right, so oh my gosh, that was so much fun, you guys. All right, let's. So this is your unofficial. Ignore all of the P9 through 15. Those people weren't here. They're just in the list in order of finishing positions for all the drivers. But HPR wins the race. Venom comes home in P2. LJ in P3. HPR steals the fast lap point, which is great. So that works out really great for Venom. He didn't have to fight so hard. I see HPR's in the lobby, and we'll talk to him in just a second. We got to get Venom in here because we need to. LJ needs to get in here, and Carbon Boy needs to get in here. So let me get all of them here. Let's see, Venom and LJ. Let me get those guys in here. Oh my gosh, that was such a good race. I can't wait to tell HPR all about what was going on behind him, because he probably doesn't know how close things really were. So I'm really excited to tell him. I'm just going to wait for the other guys to show up. So stand by just a moment, folks, and let me get my audio from those guys. I do see HPR's in there, and we'll get to him in a second. Let's just wait. It's the final race of the season. We have to wait for everybody to get here. That'll be good. I think I'm just going to invite the rest of the crew that's here, because they were all racing near the top. So let's see if we can get some of them in here. So stand by for that. All right, I've seen another one has just popped in. We'll see if we can get everybody to just come in here. We'll make a party out of it. This was such a fun race. I can't wait to talk to these guys about it. I know they're in there talking to each other. I haven't turned their audio on yet because I'm waiting to see who else is going to show up. So, well, you know what? I guess we can. Let me see if I can jump in there and pull some audio from these guys. There we go. Now I can hear people. Yeah, everyone's jumping in now. There we go. Well, first, HPR, a masterful win again, and not that you needed to seal anything because you did that last weekend. Congratulations on Division 3 Season 5 World Cup Championship, dude. Way to go. Good job. That was awesome.
Thanks, guys. First of all, actually, I need to thanks for the sponsorship, Metropolis. I hope they enjoy those races that we having. And then actually today's race was full out. I just want to do something extraordinary. I just want to push every lap flat out. Unfortunately, the first few laps I was like still not really warm up, so a bit sloppy. And then after I put soft tires and I push every lap flat out and I try to do something, see to whether I can match those D2 drivers. Unfortunately, I think I still very far to go. I still have a lot of mistakes here and there, but yeah.
You did not have any mistakes. You ran that race perfectly. I don't think I saw you even touch grass anywhere in the whole race.
I just lucky that I didn't spun the car because I was few laps. I think 4 to 5 laps. Actually, I was like touching the grass here and there, and then just didn't manage to spun the car out. So I'm very lucky for that.
Well, that's because the spin out juju was given to several of the other drivers that did that for you. So they took the beating for you in the race. But congratulations on the win. Congratulations on the championship. But I gotta tell you, Venom had me on pins and needles this whole freaking race because. And I got to tell you, when you guys go back and watch the race, all of us watching this race, It was down to individual positions on the track. I had the live timing up on the screen, the standings, and anytime someone switched a position, I updated it live, and it was just like this. Okay, Venom can't lose this position. If he does, that means Carbon Boy has to be in here, and LJ has to pass. I mean, my brain was just like flying, trying to keep up with all the changes. But you did it, Venom. P2 in the championship. Woo!
Because I did the exact opposite thing that HBR did. I tried to go and not stop for any fuel at all. So, and it kind of worked out, I guess.
Well, you got second place in the race, barely. I think LJ was about to seal your fate because, okay, so a bunch of things were happening. First of all, LJ was trying to pass you. If he would have passed you, you still would have had the championship because you and Carbon Boy were going to be tied, but you have a win and he doesn't, so that would break the tie. But Carbon Boy, if he could have gotten in front of Leo, who was out of fuel on the last lap, lost like 13 seconds to him, right? If LJ got past you and he got past Leo, then you would have gone into third place on the podium. So it's like everything was going everywhere. It was so awesome. But congratulations, man. Good job. P2 in the race, yeah, P2 in the championship.
LJ had me sweating there, but I knew I had enough fuel that I could rev it out the last lap.
Yeah, I didn't have enough fuel for another lap, so that was my last ditch.
Man, you had me sweating.
Yeah, and congratulations, LJ, P3. It doesn't move you up in the points anywhere, but you do finish. Let's see let me take a look at the standings here really quick. You do finish 5th in the standings. So
no, not bad, not bad.
That's not too bad. Leo finishes 4th in the standings. He's not in here with us, but he finishes 4th. Carbon Boy gets the 3rd spot in the championship podium. So congratulations, Carbon Boy. I'm going to be honest, Carbon Boy, when I say I was really sad when you wrecked your car and you had to pit, but I also was kind of like, my boy Venom's going to get it now. I know that sounds terrible. I didn't know. My feelings were so torn. I didn't know what to do because I love watching everybody like win races, but oh man, that had to be hurtful, but you almost clawed your way back up there. How did you I know you were back there for a little while, but tell us about your race.
Well, man, I hear you on that one. Like, my race just went downhill from the moment the lights went green, like dropping from 3rd to last in the first 2 corners. That was not exactly the start I had hoped for.
What happened? Did you false? I don't think you false started. I didn't see that your car like did a false start.
I didn't false start. I'm just terrible at launching that car, as it turns out.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So it turns out I cannot get the GDR off the line, which is not great. But, yeah, so just lack of practice time. Like, I didn't get my first laps in until about 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. To give a perspective, races start at 8 a.m. on a Sunday for us, and my first laps were at 3:30 on a Saturday.
Oh.
So not great in terms of practice, but yeah, the race didn't go as well as I'd hoped for it. But at the same time, I was excited to see Venom up there in the standings, and even though he's overtaken me and picked up 2nd in the championship, really happy for it because I know he didn't have the greatest start to the season, and yeah, just happy to see him doing well and finishing back up there where he deserves to be.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because the last race winning it and this race coming in P2, that's what did it for him. Anything shy of those 2 things happening, and it was your P2 to have. So it's just the way that the cookie crumbles or the way the cards fall, whatever euphemism you want to use, right? Like
exactly, mate. Like it was my spot to lose, and yeah, I lost it. Nothing else can be said.
Well, what I'm going to do here is bring up this really quick. Where did it go? I decided I was going to bring up a little championship podium poster. There we go. So there is the unofficial. I mean, I don't think anybody spun their car out as a result of anybody else. So I can't imagine I'm seeing any incident reports regarding this race, because I saw pretty much all the accidents and they all happened by themselves. even HPR. Oh, actually, HPR did make one mistake into the final chicane. He outbroke himself because somebody crashed, and I think he missed his braking gun because he ended up into the green stuff, into the corner.
Yeah, it was you.
Yep. And so here is your unofficial championship. HPR 82 takes the win. Venom in P2, Carbon Boy in P3. The flags are all wrong. Just ignore that. I don't know why it does what it does.
Just want to say congratulations, guys, to the top three in the championship. Well done.
Thank you very much, mate.
Thanks, man. LJ, you had an awesome season too, man.
Yeah, pretty consistent. Shattered, probably cost one round with the bad back, but I'll be back next season, mate. It's been a pleasure. Thank you to GT Champions as well, Metropolis, Detailing Group, and everyone else, High Pre, everyone who makes this come together. It's been a blast. Thank you very much.
I appreciate that, LJ. We do a lot of work to try to make it fun for the drivers to come and participate. So
absolutely,
hearing that from you guys warms our hearts.
I know a lot of work. This would take a lot of effort, a lot of time. You guys would have obviously families, jobs, etc. So to put this together, including your midweek races as well, yeah, kudos to you guys and everyone behind the scenes.
Awesome, thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Well, I don't know what else to say except that in about 8 minutes from now we get to watch Division 2, which has a pretty spicy battle between Rusty Maggots and DeTruth, separated by 2 points for the actual championship. So that should be a fun race for everybody to go and watch. As a matter of fact, when looking at the grid, DeTruth is actually starting on the podium and Rusty is starting in 5th. So Rusty already starting on the back foot, 2 points behind DeTruth for the championship to try to make it through there. So yeah, that should be a fun race to go and watch. So I encourage all of you to, when this one's over, head out there and do that, because boy, it's going to be good.
Tune in, folks. Tune in.
Yep. All right. Well, once again, congratulations to our champions, HPR 82, RWB's Venom, and Carbon Boy. Congratulations, you guys. You made it through a whole 10-round race season, and you got to the top of the pile. So that's awesome, and I can't wait to see you guys racing next year.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for the great season.
Yeah, that was good.
Thank you,
All right.
too. Thank you
guys.
to GT Champions for having us.
Hey, we're happy to have you. Happy to have you. All
Guys,
right,
we'll see you guys in season 6, buddy.
there you go, season 6.
Let's race again.
All right, thanks, guys. All right, folks, that was our top drivers from the series. What a fantastic job that they did. Super excited for how everything went down. So with that in mind, I guess that's pretty much it for the for our broadcast. Your division standings right here. I'll just put those up on the screen. So those are the final point standings for Division 3 here in the World Cup Season 5. Yeah, that was great stuff. And I guess I'll bring up the race results here. So on your left, P1 through 8 were the only ones that participated today. So those are the results there. But the big thing of the day, of course, was the D3 championship, and that was a lot of fun. So I appreciate everybody coming by. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Go watch the Div 2 race, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one.